Would you sell the Fold 3 for the S22 Ultra? Love this Fold 3 phone, but I'm thinking of paying off the 50% and trading it in for an S22 Ultra. Thinking of trading my Fold 3 for the S22 Ultra. I tried the Z Fold 3 for 3 weeks and decided to go for the S22 Ultra. Should I change from the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 to the S22 Ultra? I see many of such posts on Facebook, and honestly speaking, I am one of those people too who is considering to change from the Fold to the S22 Ultra. So I've been using the Fold for the past 6 months and I absolutely love this device. However, there are a few growing pains like what we mentioned in our 3 months review, which you can check it out at the top right corner there. Putting the financial feasibility to switch between the Fold to the S22 Ultra aside, I want to focus on my personal experience on using the Galaxy Z Fold 3 for the past 6 months and why I am tempted to switch to the S22 Ultra. I think we can start by mentioning again why I love the Fold so much. The form factor is actually fantastic. So what I can do is close the phone like this, and then I can do all of my work like a standard phone, and the device feels much like a conventional slap candy bar smartphone. And the overall width is not the best, but I can make do with it since, you know, I can reach the ends of this phone with just one hand, which I don't think it's possible with this phone at all because of its width. And when I want to do some serious work on the Galaxy Z Fold 3, I can just unfold and use the larger screen to do all of my work more comfortably for my eyes for a longer period of time. There aren't any other similar types of 2-in-1 form factor smartphones just like the Galaxy Z Fold 3 in the market right now, which I think that is what makes this phone so special to me. And there are a lot of worries about the inner screen cracking or having those kind of hairline cracks or whatnot along the crease. So far, I don't have any of those issues yet, but I am not really that concerned since I don't even baby this phone that much. I always press on the screen, the inner screen, quite hard to fold or unfold or to just pass the device around. So far, it's still working fine. However, I did realize that my crease on this phone did get deeper, and I know this because I compared with one of my friends, Galaxy Z Fold 3, who actually just used the phone mostly like this. They just leave it flat on the table. So yeah, I'm not really worried about the overall inner screen's fragility yet. And I also saw a poll on Facebook asking if any of the Z Fold 3 users are experiencing screen issues, and a majority of them said no. I should also mention that since the crease did get deeper, I didn't realize that it got deeper, because when I look at a phone like this straight on with my two eyes, then I don't really see the crease getting deeper at all. It's just that when I feel across with my finger like this, then yeah, it did get deeper. However, because this is a 2-in-1 device kind of form factor, my biggest growing pain, and I mean that by a literal sense because that pain is growing day by day, is the app compatibility. I have mentioned this in our review of the Galaxy Z Fold 3 3 months in. Check it out at the top right corner there, like what we mentioned earlier. And when the software works, it works really well, but when it doesn't, then it's just very frustrating. Now, let me show you what I mean. I was replying to one of your comments in a video using the YouTube Studio app, and I read the comment using the cover display, and then when I wanted to reply to the comment, I unfolded the phone and wanted to reply using a larger keyboard and a larger screen. That is not possible because this happened. To make the YouTube Studio app fill in the entire screen, I have to restart the app, which is annoying. And then we also have a few other apps with different issues. For example, Facebook is the biggest sinner of all, because Facebook app, if you want dark mode, then you can, but only on the cover display. And when you launch the Facebook app with dark mode using the cover display and then you unfold it and open Facebook again, then yes, it will retain that dark mode. But if you restart the app and open Facebook app using the inner display, then dark mode doesn't work. And then even if you fold it like this, dark mode still doesn't work. You need to restart the app, relaunch the app in the cover display to make dark mode work. And the exact same thing happened to Lazada and Shopee apps too. which again is annoying to have constantly restarting the app just to make it work properly. And there are also apps like Instagram which are made for traditional, conventional candy bar smartphones like this, and it is best if we are to constrain the aspect ratio when using the Galaxy Z Fold3 to view Instagram too, because if I don't, then I can't see any of the posts by just a single view without scrolling up or down. However, there are some apps that do work fantastically with the Galaxy Z Fold3 and they do transition very well and seamlessly between the folded and unfolded display. Let's say for Reddit and Twitter for example. These two apps will transition very fast, just like the Google Play Books app as well, so that I can read a book using the cover display, unfold it, and then continue reading the book using the inner display. And to be fair, all of these app compatibility issues are not even Samsung's fault. Samsung did give us all of the tools to act like a safety net so that all of the apps will still function on the Galaxy Z Fold3, even though there are some black bars here and there. It is due to these subpar third-party app developers and maybe even Google's design guidelines that are not particularly friendly with anything larger than a conventional candy bar smartphone. I don't know what's happening, but overall experience with third-party apps is very inconsistent on the Galaxy Z Fold3. Things could change when the Android 12L is finally ready for the public release, but it will still take time for app developers to adopt the new design guidelines. Plus, I still have a few more issues with the Galaxy Z Fold3. Number one, the battery life isn't particularly the greatest, as mine does have a very bad idle time and I sometimes have to charge twice in a day. I have no idea what's happening, but I do presume that the Snapdragon 888 is acting up once again, and I have experienced this kind of battery drain issue for the past 2 months. And then the cameras on the Galaxy Z Fold3 is not as good as the S22 Ultra. Not even near the Galaxy S21 Ultra for that matter. But that is to be expected. It's just that I really hope Samsung, you really need to improve the cameras on the Galaxy Z Fold3, especially when you're charging that much. And oh, I should also mention that having the S Pen inside the phone is something that is irreplaceable in terms of its convenience, because I don't want to carry around the S Pen separately with the phone because I have to get another case just to cater for that, and essentially that also locks down my choices in terms of accessories, which I find it to be annoying, and that is why I sold off the S Pen for the Galaxy Z Fold3. I just find it a really big hassle. And also the Galaxy S22 Ultra has the Magic Wand feature, since it is also connected via BLE to the phone, and that also acts like a remote camera shutter, and I really like that feature a lot. And thinking back, the Galaxy Z Fold3 has flex mode that allows me to use the phone like this to take pictures and whatnot, and since this phone essentially acts like its own tripod, I can take more beautiful pictures, more artistic ones with just this phone alone, which I also think is very convenient compared to this kind of traditional candy bar smartphones where I have to take a tripod alongside with me just to take some pictures. And after all of that, my brain just hurts trying to weigh in all the pros and cons between these two devices. The user experience is so different from each other that I think it's not fair, or not even, how do you say this? Not apples to apples comparison. They're just offering a very different type of experience, even though there are some overlaps in between because they're still smartphones overall. So back to the original question at the beginning of this video. Should I change from the Galaxy Z Fold3 to the Galaxy S22 Ultra? Personally, I'll say yes, but actually I lied to you guys. I have already switched all of my stuff from the Z Fold3 to the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and I will definitely be missing the bigger display on the Galaxy Z Fold3, but the annoying app compatibility issue is something that I cannot ignore. I'll still consider this form factor to be quite niche, I would say, so make sure you know what you're getting into before making the purchase. Some even argued that buying a traditional candy bar smartphone and taking a tablet alongside with this phone is a better deal overall compared to getting the Galaxy Z Fold3 alone. And to that, I disagree, because having two devices merged into one means that I don't have to charge two devices separately or duplicating my apps, files or accounts between a phone and a tablet. And personally for me, having a 2-in-1 device like this is very convenient since I technically carry fewer devices with me after using this phone. And foldables are undeniably here to stay, but I can tell you that there are more and more these kind of foldable devices going to be available in the market real soon. And that's it. That's my personal experience using the Galaxy Z Fold3 for the past 6 months. And perhaps I'll use this fold again when the Android 12L finally is available, but again, it will take time for app developers to adopt Google's new design guidelines. So yeah, I'll see you next time. And Galaxy Z Fold3, I still love you, it's just app compatibility issues.